Hey guys, what's going on? As you know, my name is Myk Self, and I am known as the Baking Realtor here in Central Florida.
All right, all right, all right.
Now, today on the channel of the Full Time Agent, I'm going to do something a little bit unorthodox. I know a lot of times when you see agents, we're talking about stats and houses and all the kind of crazy stuff. What I want to get into is the nitty gritty of what to watch out in real estate. So I'm going to be discussing the red flags in real estate. Now, this video isn't just for agents. This video is going to be for agents, consumers, and the vendors because it's everything work all together. So I want everyone to know exactly what to watch out for in the experiences that I've had, especially because I have crazy deals. Now, if you know me, then you know me. And if you don't, if you can't already tell, I'm very unfiltered when it comes to working with my actual clients. What you see is what you get. So I'm going to give you the realness up front in the beginning of the deal, in the middle of the deal, and towards the end. I believe in communication, which is important when it comes to actually picking your agent. Now, let's start off, okay? So my motto is be quick to hire. Be slow to hire and quick to fire. And basically what that means is choose people wisely. When it comes to actual agent, yes, that means you too. You don't want to take on every client. So you need to make sure you vet out every client that you have and make sure they actually work with you. As the consumer, the same thing. You want to make sure you vet out your actual agent and that they are aware of exactly what it is that you're looking for. So that way you have a good pairing. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because I am currently working with a certain situation, and this is for the listing agents. Again, I'm an agent in Florida, so I can't really speak to any other state. But here in Florida, I've been having issues with agents not picking up their phone. Now I have buyers that want to purchase their homes, but if I can't get in contact with you, do you not want to sell your home? So I currently got a deal right now in Miami to where I call the agent every single day, and this man has not answered. The only way he will answer me is through email. So we were able to actually get in contact with the seller, and the sellers themselves were like, whoa, if the agent's not answering, then it must be for a reason. Do you guys not want to sell your home? So that's something that you have to be very careful with. If you're taking the time to actually list your house, especially at a good price point, and you have a client that's coming in that's well qualified, that want to actually pay you for what you want to list your house for, why aren't you wanting to sell? So those are some of the things that you want to make sure when it comes to dealing with your agent. Ask your agent, how do you communicate? How much do you respond? How well do you respond? Do you have a team and do you have a system in place that is there so that way you can make sure you're selling your house? So a lot of times when your house is actually sitting on the market, it may not be the actual market. It could be your agent. So you want to make sure that you're actually interviewing your agent. And again, for the agents, I'm calling y'all out. Make sure you do what you got to do to make sure that you're selling your client's home. Okay. So it's a red flag when they don't have systems in places. It's a red flag when you have people calling you when you have hired an agent. That's a huge red flag. So make sure you are aware of your contract too, because it is, I mean, I'm not going to say it's simple, but just make sure you have terms so where you can get out of your contract to hire another agent, again, to make sure you sell your house. Okay. So that's a huge situation I'm currently dealing with now. As far as when it comes to your buyer, you want to make sure you get someone like myself, someone that actually cares, someone that actually is going to walk you through the process and is going to make sure they fight for you. So I'm currently fighting another example. This is kind of leading into my lenders now. Now, another example is where I said be slow to hire and quick to fire. I have a referral deal to where I wasn't really in control of who the lender was. So I gave this current lender a chance. Seeing that this lender could not get my deal closed, I had to fire him. So be okay switching lenders to make sure that you actually get your deal closed. When I tell you this lender could not do anything right, I switched it to my current lender and she was able to get on it quickly and let me know exactly how we can close this deal. So when you have a lender that does not communicate and tell you exactly what's going on with your file, when you have a lender that wants to continue on extending, and you know who you are, I'm calling you out too. But if you have someone that wants to continue extending your contract without letting you know exactly what's going on, they can't tell you what's going on with your money. They can't tell you anything about your numbers, either how much money that you're going to be getting up front, especially if you're dealing with something like not an escrow, but a HELOC. If you're pulling money from out of a HELOC, be aware that that HELOC is going to add to your debt to income ratio. So my current lender did not let with the previous lender, sorry, did not let my buyer know that was going to hurt their debt to income ratio with purchasing the house, which caused us to almost lose out on the deal until I switched lenders. So you want to make sure as agents that you're vetting out these lenders. And if you have a trusted lender and you have a referral client, don't be afraid or hesitant to say like, hey, I'm not comfortable using somebody I have not used before. Let me go ahead and use my lender, because we want to make sure that this deal closes. Again, trust me, learn from my experience, guys. Okay. So also, if you are dealing with the agent, you want to make sure the agent has proper resources. So you want to deal with the agent that actually has more than one lender. I know the lenders don't want to hear that. I know they want to be the go-to for every deal. But I myself and my lenders are fully aware, because again, I'm very transparent with people I work with. I have 3 different lenders. So if one lender cannot close the deal, I make sure that another can. So you're going to make sure, you're being very, very resourceful. Another resource that you want to make sure that you have on hand is going to be inspectors. Okay, so I've had other inspectors, I fired other inspectors. So I like for my inspectors to be very detailed and be very authentic and upfront, like I am myself. So everybody that I work with, I make sure they are just like myself. So if you like working with me, then you're going to know for a fact that everyone I work with is going to be the same as that way. So when working with your actual agent, you want to make sure they have a buyer or seller presentation, and during their presentation, they are presenting everyone that is on their team, so you know exactly who you're going to be working with up front, so there are no surprises. Now for the agents, that's something that you want to make sure you do on your end, as well as making sure that your business is structured enough so that way your clients know exactly who they are working with, and that you have that team backing you enough to where they can speak volumes for you, so that way you can get that client and more referrals. That's why I say this works hand in hand on both. All right. So I have stories for days, so I'm not going to do too much ranting. So I'm going to kind of end it here. But if this is something that you guys are interested in knowing the nitty gritty, and you want me to really, really get into it, because again, I don't mind calling people out, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. If you got questions about real estate, if you want to know about something about a previous deal that you were in to see if your agent did it correctly, definitely make sure you give me a shot. Give me a shout. Our information is below. And like I said, I'm here to give you the truth. So I am signing out. Again, my name is Myk Self. I am known as the Baking Realtor, and I'll see you guys later.